Good evening and namaste to all the viewers, dear students. You all are welcome to Genius Lakshya, which is a unique platform for all the competitive examination of our country. So, in the series of Indian polity, we will discuss the Niti Aayog. This is the third presentation on the Niti Aayog. One of the most important topics, current topics for the competitive examination of our country. You will get many questions in many competitive examination. So today the topic is on Niti Aayog. In my previous presentation, we discussed the objectives, the rationale behind the establishment of Niti Aayog, then composition of Niti Aayog. Today we will going to discuss some other factors, aspects, criticism of the Niti Aayog. So if you have any question, Heath, Prasil, Varsa, you all are welcome to the live show. If you have any doubts and query, you can comment me. And if you are confused regarding your career, then you can write me on my email ID, that is Rohit Sikka SHIKA at geniusschool.co.in. Okay, so let's start. I'm sharing the first slide of the presentation. Then tell me whether it is visible to you. If yes, then we will go ahead. Okay, so let's start. Niti Aayog, one of the most important for the all-round development of the nation. It plans for the cooperative federalism in our country, and it plays a great role for the overall development of the nation. So whether I am visible or audible, please let me know. So let's start from the guiding principles. Niti Aayog is guided by many principles, many objectives, and the vision of Niti Aayog are for the all-round development of the nation. So, first and foremost, Antyodaya is one of the main principles or guiding principles of the Niti Aayog. So, prioritize service and uplift the poor. The objective of Niti Aayog is to take the standard of living of the poor people to the next level, So poor people should be uplifted, should be promoted, they should progress. Then marginalized and downtrodden. Again, it is emphasizing on the people who are economically backward, as enunciated in Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay idea of Antyodaya. It means the poor people should be upgraded, they should be promoted. That is one of the most important guiding principles of the Niti Ayog. Then second important guiding principle of Niti Ayog is inclusion. Is inclusion. It means the vulnerable and marginalized sections, redressing identity based inequalities of all kinds of gender, region, religion, caste, and classes. Means all the people should be empowered, should be trained, should be scaled off. That is the objective on the guiding principle of Niti Ayog. Means irrespective of any caste or any class or any religion, any region or area, all kind of people should be promoted. Then village, integrate our village into development process. Means the villages should be developed, they should be progressed to draw on the vitality, energy of the bedrock of our ethos, culture, and sustenance. Again, the Niti Ayog focuses on the development of villages. So the villages should be put into the developmental process is one of the guiding principle of Niti Ayog. Then demographic dividend. To harness the greatest asset, the people of India. As we know that we, being the second largest populated country in the world, population is the greatest asset of the nation. And by focusing on the development of the population, how through education, through skilling, and the empowerment of the people through productive livelihood opportunities. So fundamentally, the Niti Ayog is focusing on the development of the people because the biggest or the greatest asset of the nation is not other than the people themselves in our country. So the Indians are the greatest assets and they should be made more educated, more skillful, more empowerment for the development of the nation. Again, people's participation. Transform the developmental process into people driven one, making an awakened and participatory citizenry the driver of good governance. Means the people should participate in the governance of the nation. So the participation of the people are also very important, and it is one of the guiding principles of Niti Ayog. So fundamentally it transforms the developmental process into a process and it makes the people awakened. Then the governance to nurture and to open transparent, accountable, proactive and purposeful lifestyle of governance, transitioning focus from outlet to output to outcome. It means it should be transparent. The governance or the administration should be transparent. It should be accountable and proactive. At the same time, it should be purposeful style of governance. So, again, the Niti Ayog focuses on sustainability development. To maintain sustainability at the core of our planning and developmental process, building on out ancient tradition and respect for the environment means the protection of the environment is also one of the major guiding principles of the Niti Ayog. Means we should progress but not at the cost of environment. Developmental process should go. The nation should be developed but without damaging and destroying the natural environment is also one of the guiding principles of the Niti Ayog. Therefore, the Niti Ayog is based on 7 pillars of effective governance. So basically, it has identified 7 important pillar for the better governance. So let's know one by one. First of all, pro people agenda that fulfills the aspirations of the society as well as individuals. Second pillar of Niti Aayog is proactiveness. It should be active in anticipating, responding to the citizens' need. Whenever the country needs, the people needs, the citizens need. At the same time, it should be very active to respond the need of the people. Again, the third pillar of Niti Aayog is participative. By involvement of citizen. So the citizens should be a part of the governance. They should participate in the governance for the effective governance of the nation. Is also a guiding principle of the Niti Aayog. Then empowering women in all aspects. Empowering women or women empowerment is also important guiding principle of the Niti Aayog. The fifth pillar of Niti Aayog is inclusion. Inclusion of all groups. Which are the groups? The special attention should be given to the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, other backward classes, and minorities. This is also an important guiding principle of the Niti Aayog. Then, sixth pillar of Niti Aayog is equality and equal opportunity for all the youth. Youth should be given equal opportunity for their all-round development, for their progress. And seventh pillar of Niti Aayog is transparency through the use of technology to make government visible and responsive. So government should be transparent and technology should be used for the visibility and for its responsiveness. So these are all 7 pillars of the Niti Aayog. Though its commitment to the cooperative federalism, as we have been discussing repeatedly, that Niti Aayog focuses on cooperative federalism, means central government and all the state governments should work unitedly as the complementary to each other. Then promotion of citizen engagement is also an important objective of Niti Aayog. Egalitarian access to opportunity, participative and adaptive governance, increasing use of technology. Niti Aayog seeks to provide critical, directional and strategic input to development process. So basically it focuses on a very good relationship between the center and the state, that is cooperative federalism. Citizens should be promoted, they should be engaged for the effective governance. A greater amount of opportunities should be provided to the youth. Participation and adaptation in the governance is also an objective of Niti Aayog. The usage of technology should be more, and the developmental process should be emphasized. These are all important guiding principles of the Niti Aayog. Then the cooperative federalism, the Niti Aayog has been constituted to actualize the important goal of cooperative federalism and to enable good governance in India, to build strong states that will make a strong nation. That is all cooperative federalism means. If the states are stronger or better, then naturally the country is stronger and better. So it gives importance to make states stronger. In a truly federal state, several objectives that ought to be achieved may carry political ramification throughout the country. Then it is impossible for any federal state or several objectives that ought to be achieved may carry political ramification throughout the country. It is impossible for any federal government to achieve the national objectives without active cooperation from the state government. What does it mean? Fundamentally, it is focusing on the federal structure of the state and center, and it believes that it is not possible for a developed federal government without the cooperation of the state governments. It is therefore crucial that the center and the state governments should work together. That is called cooperative federalism. The two main key features or aspects of cooperative federalism are a joint focus on national development agenda by center and the state. Second one is advocacy of state perspective with central ministry. So in keeping with this, the Niti Aayog has been mandated the task of evolving shared vision. It is a vision, it is a dream, it is a goal, objective of the state as well as the center for the development priorities, sector strategies with the active involvement of the states. So basically, Niti Aayog encourages the state to be an active involvement agent and These priorities should reflect on the national objectives to foster cooperative federalism through the structured support to states on the continuous basis. The Niti Aayog also they are to help states develop mechanisms to formulate credible plans at the village level and aggregate this progressively at a higher level of governance. The aim is to progress from the state when the center decided developmental policy to truly federal government, wherein states are equal stakeholders in the planning process. Means, before the Niti Aayog, center was deciding all the developmental activities and policies for the state, and the participation of the states was not there. In the Niti Aayog, the states are equal stakeholders. So they play a very crucial important role for the planning of the nation. So the participation of the state in the Niti Aayog went up. The policy of the government to involve state government is reflected in the changes and interaction process of the Niti Aayog. The Niti Aayog has undertaken several important initiatives to ensure that the states are equal partners in the policy making and the implementation. Further, Niti Aayog aim for correcting regional development. A particular development, the development of a particular area, and there Niti Aayog tries to bring the balance between all. So Niti Aayog has taken special steps for regional needing special attention and support for particular region, for particular area, for particular problem and challenge. Niti Aayog takes care particularly and differently. Like northeastern states of our country, like island state of our country, hilly Himalayan states of our country. All these are different type of states with different type of challenges. Northeastern state has different challenges. Island states have different challenges. Hilly Himalayan states have different challenges. So different challenges are solved differently by the Niti Aayog. It constitutes a special body, a special forum. It identifies the specific problem of the particular state, region, or area. Then it formulates special policy and it ensures the sustainable development of that particular area or the place in this region while also protecting the abundant natural resources. So this is called sustainable development, and Niti Aayog plans separate policy for separate challenges, separate states, separate regions. The various manifestation of cooperative federalism in the working of Niti Aayog. Meeting of Governing Council, subgroup of chief ministers on different subjects, Task Force on Specific Subjects, Niti Forum for Northeast, Sustainable Development in the Himalayan region, Development Support Services to the states, Sustainable Action for Transforming Human Capital. All these are objective of Niti Aayog. At the same time, it has been criticized. The establishment of Niti Aayog, the objective of Niti Aayog have been criticized. According to the opposition, the Niti Aayog is a flop. It is not successful. And it is just a gimmickry. According to the opposition, it also says that Niti Aayog will bring difference, discrimination in the nation. And the leader of CPI, Communist Party of India, Sitaram Yechuri Tom, the renaming of Planning Commission, because previously we had Planning Commission, now we have Niti Aayog in the place of Planning Commission. So he says that it is as Aniti or Durniti, means no policy and it is a bad policy. Veteran CPI leader Gurudas Das Gupta said that dismantling the planning means removing the planning commission and setting up a new body in the place will lead an unregulated economy, means the economy will be disturbed according to him. Also he says that it is not a change. Niti Aayog is not a change. It is just a change of the name. The planning commission is being abolished, has been removed because the government don't believe in planning, he said. Only change of name, only change of name from Yojana Ayog to Niti Aayog is not objectionable if it is coupled with real reform. Otherwise, it will be purely cosmetic like earlier naming ceremonies. Congress spokesperson Abhishek Monu Singhvi said. So all these are the criticism of the Niti Aayog. So thank you. This is the end of the presentation. So today we discussed the most important topic, the Niti Aayog, the objective, the pillars, and the criticism of the Niti Aayog. Okay. So if you have any doubt and query, you can write me on my email ID rohitsika@geniusschool.co.in. I will get back to you. Till then, take care. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.